Alright, in this video we're going to be exploring a couple of commonly used grinders, the relationship between the grind and the brew ratio, and how to change those parameters to get the desired outcome in the cup. And we've got a conical burr electronic dosing grinder here. A few things to think about when we're using an electronic grinder is that you've got a couple of variables that you will change. You'll change the grind size, so the particle size of the coffee grind, and you'll change the time it grinds for. So the time is measured in seconds, and so that's what we've got to work out, is how many seconds at the right grind is going to get our brew ratio that we're looking for. So got the portafilter here. Take out the basket, tear that off on some scales. Engage the grinder here. So you can pretty much guarantee that's going to be too much coffee. So let's set that at 20 at that grind setting. $20 grams. And same here, I'm just going to tear the cup off to check the weight's coming out. A couple of things to take notice of here. Coffee's looking pretty good. You can see we're really thick at the top, thin at the bottom. We often liken that to a mouse tail. When you're thinking about grind size and particle size, I like to think of it as rocks and sand. And if you were to picture a bucket of rocks, with water passing through the rocks, it will pass through quite quickly, through sand quite slowly. And that's where we go more towards rocks if we want it to go faster, and more towards sand if we want it to extract slower. And just check that 19.9 will be fine. See what that extraction rate's like. So 25 to 35 seconds. And time. Again, the shot's looking good. We've got some striping happening through the extraction, something I'm looking out for. Again, it's nice and full at the top and thin at the bottom. We're looking right on here. We're almost second per gram. So what we're going to do is we're going to now adjust the time program so that it delivers 20 grams each time. So take in the portafilter, take the shower, always clean and dry, making sure there's no residue. Tear it off the same. All right, so we had 6 seconds here, so we're going to bring this down, let's say a second. Every electronic grinder is different, so just get to know your piece of equipment and how to program that. On this particular grinder, if you happen to use a Compaq F10, you just press the one you want to program and then quickly jump across to menu. All right, we're going to reduce the dose to 5 seconds, so we'll have plus or minus. Okay, to lock that in. All right, so now dose 3 is locked in at 5 seconds. Always burn a shot when you make a grind adjustment. There's a bit of coffee that is between the burrs and the spout. which is going to throw off your readings. So get rid of that one before we actually see what's happening. I always grind 3 in a row at the weight I want to confirm that the averages are where we want to be. So if I do 19.8, 20.1, 19.7, then I'm pretty comfortable that we're close. I mean, you're always going to be on an electronic grinder plus or minus up to a gram either way. And that's something you have to accept for speed.